Can you hear me running? I don't know. Maybe I should have fired up them boosters a little bit sooner. Yeah, I jacked up the volume a little bit too. Hey there, hi there, ho there, everybody. You are listening to Grammy's Rocket Chair. And yeah, I was running, but we had some weirdness going on there. Apparently, Jethro Tull still wanted to show. Although I do like Tull. But the song that I played was more of a closing than an opening. But yeah, go figure. Oh, well. Yeah, this is RLM Radio, and you get what you pay for. It's free. At least to you. Yeah, okay, what the hell was I doing? Oh, yeah, guess what? My days are so messed up this week. Holy crap. It is a wackadoodle Wednesday, and I am totally whacked tonight. And obviously, my programming is kind of messed up, too. So what the hell? We should, let's just say I'm not dropping an F-bomb yet. Okay? Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's a wackadoodle Wednesday. Let me go check, see who is over on Fakeybook. Because I have been getting some people over on Fakebook to come listen in. So, let me have a check. Oh, and did you know the thing that I learned about being the black sheep is that the white sheep are great liars. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They wear that white hat, but, you know, they're a little on the crazy side and the Fibber McGee's. Yes, dear Catherine. Yes, it is. Gary L. has been sharing, and David has been sharing, and Catherine has been sharing all this stuff about the pipeline going through. And so, yeah, I'm putting it out there, and, yeah, I'm getting some feedback that is like, really? Seriously? Breathe. It's okay. You know what? Nobody said that you went out there and shot and killed and stabbed the Indians, but, you know, you can do something now. And, yeah, there's probably some people out there going, don't call them Indians because they're not from India. Okay, yeah. Hey. Go ahead and get pissy. Would you stop pulling on my cord, rascal? That is why your name is Rascal. Or part of the reason. Yeah, don't look at me all sweet and innocent. Damn it, it works every time. Now I'm getting the old smell my butt move, which those of you that have cats, I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, I see Weeda is over here. Hey there, Weeda, how you doing this evening? I also see the lovely Mary B is here. Hi there, lady. How are you doing? Let me see. What's that, Benjamin? Oh, cool. There you go. And that effing site has got something going on. What's it? Hey, TD, I see you over here, and I also see Grimmy over here on this effing site. And Grimmy mentioned me. Uh-oh. I hope he said something nice. Oh, man claims he robbed a bank because jail is better than his wife. Oh, you know I'm gonna go there. Because I just love this freaky deaky human nature kind of shit, you know, where you get to see it up close and personal and go, oh, holy crap, I'm not the only one like that. It is part of human nature. Okay, before I get to that, though, I am going to go and check out, I'm sorry, sweetheart. Road Dog said over here, it's hard to navigate. Well, honey, get yourself a sail. You need someone that can read a map. That's what it is. That was always my job. But, you know, now I have to read the map and drive, and that's not safe because my children say my driving scares them anyway. So I have the little maps thing on my phone, and that's not necessarily safe either. Because I see you got it, Road Dog. But I see over in the other chat that he's having a wee bit of trouble. In any case, yeah, I am. Where was I? I hope to God you guys aren't here for any kind of really vital information. I hope you're here just to listen to some crazy old lady cackle and poke fun at shit. I hope that's why you're here, because that's pretty much why I'm here. I like reading the news and poking fun at the asses that be, or the tards that be, or the leeches that be, or whatever you wish to call them, other than the powers that be, because really they ain't the powers. They really aren't. We just let them think they are because, well, we're so good at being sheep. In any case, a damn huge feedlot. Where's a huge feedlot? That's south of town. When the wind's out of the south. Okay. Sorry, hon. In any case, where was I? Oh, yeah. Don't let me do, yeah. You don't want to ride with me when I'm navigating because I have to turn my phone all the way up. And, yeah. What's that? Oh, damn. Ouch, Grim. I don't know that I want to go there. Ow. Not that one, at least. Okay. Saying hey there, hi there, ho there to everybody. I see Asmo right on top. Hey there, Mr. Michelin Man. Are you still sawing logs or are you listening in? Inquiring minds want to know. I'm thinking you're probably sawing logs. Graveyard shift and all that fun stuff. Fucking tards? Who's fucking F-bomb. Am I having trouble with them? No, sweetheart, that is southeastern Kansas. P. Bunyan. P. Bunyan shared a thing about a racist letter sent to someone that was in Wichita. Out here, no. No, we don't have a problem with that shit. I mean, yeah, we have some people that stayed in the big guy in the sky's easy bake oven a little bit longer than the rest of us did, but it's no big deal. You know, people out here are treated by how they behave. If you behave like an asshole, people will treat you like an asshole. And if you behave like a normal, or what passes for normal, or even someone that's not an asshole, then people won't treat you like an asshole. That's just kind of the way it works out here. But, yeah, that was Wichita. Okay. Let's see. Saying hi there. I gotta say hi there. Barman. Yeah, see? Frickin' Wackadoodle Wednesday. My brain is like, whoosh. In any case, hi, Barman. How you doing, hon? I truly appreciate you sharing me over there on Twitter. Although, I think the proper vernacular is, you tweeted me. I thought it was supposed to be a goose. My bad. I also see the lovely Beth A is here. How you doing, darling? You've been chatty today. I've been able to check out the chat room from time to time. I don't really get to play along a whole hell of a lot because it's been freaking busy at work. Go figure. You know, and expecting me to actually, like, earn my paycheck. I hate when that happens. So yeah, I haven't been able to play a lot, but I've pop in from time to time, scaring the hell out of people. I also see Grimner is here, who is the god and the creator. Well, he is technically because he's the creator of RLM and Barman. So there you go. He is God over here. And God spelled backwards is dog, and dogs don't think they're gods, which is probably why it's God spelled backwards. Now, CAT, on the other hand, they think that they are the ones that can take your ass out. Like my kitty cats try to do occasionally. Okay, Moose Girl. Hey, Moosey. How was the festival? I want to know. I had a good time over the weekend, except for dealing with frickin' idiots and assholes on the highway. Good Lord. I hate holiday drivers. I truly do. That's one of the few things that I absolutely positively detest is holiday drivers. Because every idiot out there with a driver's license out of a Cracker Jacks box seems to think that you need to, drive according to their. And it's like, no, sweetheart, do not be a left lane vigilante. If the speed limit is 75 miles an hour and you're only driving 65, haul your sorry ass back over to the right-hand lane. Okay? So that the rest of the traffic can go around, idiot. Go around. But no. There were several of those left lane vigilantes over the weekend. And it didn't help matters that I had a crosswind the whole damn time. So I got shit gas mileage. But I did have fun. It's the only God you know. You know what? That's true, Chloe. It's the only one I know. Only the Grammy God, you better watch it because when he smites you, you can't play in the RLM anymore. Oh, well. In any case, let's see. Who else do I got? I got the lovely Kate is here. How balmy is it in your neck of the woods, darling? It is just flat ass sticky out here. The clouds build up and it gets muggy, 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 and then it doesn't do nothing. I wish it would just frickin' rain. That's the song I should have played. I wish it would rain. Or maybe it's raining men. Hey, that could be interesting. I also see Trust No One is here. Um. Oh, Chloe has 3 of them? Cool beans. Alrighty. Oh, kitty cats? Is that what you have? Minus 1 eye? Don't be minus 1 eye because then you'd be a cyclops. I know what you mean. Moving along. Hi, Trust No One. How you doing, sweetie? I hope you're doing absolutely splendiferous. And that was really an interesting thing that I caught up on just a wee bit of yesterday in the chat about cancer not being a disease, which, no, it's not really a disease. It's a dis-ease within the body. But, hey, okay. I'm checking the chat as I'm going along. And, yeah, it looks like Jill Stein got charged in that North Dakota pipeline protest. Go Jill! She's really probably the only one that I would even possibly consider voting for. And I'm not real keen on her either. I'm still leaning heavily towards Tommy Chong. Go figure. I think he'd make an absolutely awesome POTUS dude. Moving along. Chalcedony is here. Hey there, sweetheart. How you doing this evening? And the lovely Chloe, who has 3 E's in her name. So there you go. That's the 3 you've got. You don't have 3 eyes in there. Which if you had 3 eyes, that's 3rd eye. Don't poke that bad boy. You need that to see just how asinine some people are. Ew. Wow. I actually see the chit chat over here in the UCY chat as well, and it's like, dang, you guys are kind of violent over there. Life in prison for the animals is a death sentence. Yeah, it is. Oh well. Moving along. Yeah, not to dismiss that, but it's like, oh good Lord. I try not to think about those things. I know there's no point in voting though, Road Dog. I understand that. You know, because if it really mattered, they wouldn't let us do it. But, you know, just to go up there and I want to punch Chad. I don't know who Chad is, and I don't know what he did to deserve a punch, but I want to punch him. You know, with a nice Hawaiian punch. I might throw a little slice of lemon or a slice of orange and maybe a couple of ice cubes in there. That's about the only punching I'll do, because the other kind hurts. Okay. Yeah, I know they're socialists, but you know, see, I don't want anybody calling the shots for my life except for me. I know that's rather selfish, but you know, I'm kind of an anarchist like that. I think I know what's best for me, and if I don't know what's best for me, I am the one that will suffer the repercussions. Or reap the rewards if I do happen to know what's best for me. And I really don't like suffering the repercussions of some asshat couple thousand miles away making some stupid decision and I get to pay for it. Up the yin yang. No, I don't like that. So I would much rather it just be me calling my own shots. Thank you very much. And sometimes the shots that I call for are, you know, like a Singapore sling. Or what's that other one? I'll think of it. Probably at 2 a.m. But no taco shots. Or not taco. Whew! No tequila shots. Because damn, Those things make your clothes fall off. Just saying. Okay, moving along. Now that I've put that mental image in your heads and you're going to be traumatized for life. I also see IB Don C is here. Hey, that's right, Rob Works. No rulers, especially those wooden ones with the metal edge. Them some bitches hurt too. Nuns. I had nuns growing up. Hi, IB Don C. Squirrel. Wow. It is a whacked kind of day, ain't it? Ha, yardsticks. Yeah, there you go. Are those sticks out in the yard? I have lots of those. I also see Java Doctor is here, as well as Java Doctor 2. The new and improved version. We got a double dose of Java Doctor here tonight. Booyah! Because I'm needing a double dose. Although, when I think about it, I'm having enough trouble keeping my thoughts together and getting my tongue to actually function the way I wish it to. So, buttery nipples. Oh, hey, those aren't bad. But wait a minute here. Okay, if it's a guy's buttered nipples, I wouldn't mind that. But I don't want to get them from a girl because that's just weird. My gate don't swing that way. In any case, are you having fun yet? I know I am. Hi, Juana Taco. Oh, that sounds absolutely lovely. But you know what? I was down visiting my daughter over the weekend, as if you didn't know. Or if you didn't, hey, I was down. Buttery nipples sounds like a chat handle. Yeah, it does. Buttery nips. Yeah. Those are pop-up timers when it gets cold outside. Whoo! Moving along. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, bagels. I had a toasted bagel with peanut butter on it. It was a all-in-one bagel, with all kinds of seeds. So it was like bird food bagel. But it was good with peanut butter on it. So hey, I'm not going to complain. I may try it tomorrow with like a turkey sandwich or something, because they're one of those kind of things that it could go with peanut butter or it could go with turkey sandwich. So, hey, I'll try it tomorrow night and I'll let you know Friday if I remember. Yes, trust no one. All politicians are socialists because they're very free with spending everyone else's money. That's also why they are called parties or political parties, because they have one hell of a party on our dime. Party! Where's Meister and Beetle? Damn it. Which, speaking of where's Meister and Beetle, where the hell is Free Enslaved? I ain't seen him in a while. What the hell? Is he hiding? He's down in Florida, isn't he? I hope he didn't get hammered by the storms. Oh, well, moving along. P. Bunyan, timber. Yep. He's be felling trees. And you better watch it. He might fell one on yo head, too, because he's the timber god. That's what I'm going to call you from now on, P. Bunyan, sweetie. Okay. Also got Ragin' in here. I every time I see that, I want to say Ragin' Cajun. I have no idea if he's Cajun or not, but Ragin' Cajun just sounds good in my wee little bitty head. I also see Rob Works is here. Where's the bubbler, hon? We got to have bubbler go along with them buttery nipples. Slippery nipples. That's the shot that I had. Yeah, and it's not bad. Little excessive on the sweet side because I'm not really a sweetaholic, but yeah. Stamp out isms in our lifetime. That is true, P. Bunyan, and there is a video on Fakeybook that not on Fakeybook, on YouTube, that I've shared umpteen gazillion times about isms. And yeah, it's a little cartoon from back in the 40s. Yeah, they knew back then, and did we pay attention? No. Slow learners, I swear to God. Hi, Solvenor. I hope you're sleeping well, sweetheart, and I hope you hear this tomorrow or whenever you hear it, and you see that I said, hey there, sweetheart. How you doing? Vinny is here. Hi, Vinny. How's things in Arkansas, hun? You know I love poking at you, don't you? Well, don't you be poking at me, hun. Don't be poking no fun. Last time that happened, I got pregnant. Okay, that wasn't the last time, but okay. Alias is here from Down Under. How you doing, Alias? I hope you're having an absolutely wonderful morning, I believe, for you. And Chloe is here again. Yeah, we got a double dipping. Bubbling buttery nipples. Ooh, baby. That sounds like a hell of a booyah. I'm going to have to think about that later. Moving along. I'm here. Kinda, sorta, maybe. And the lovely Mary B from Down Under, my favoritist Wiccan in the whole wide world. Hey there, woman, how you doing? I hope you're doing absolutely splendiferous on this Thursday for you, although it is still a wackadoodle Wednesday for me. And Carl has just jumped in to join us. Hey there, Carl, how you doing? Carl with the K. Carl, that almost makes me feel like Commandant Klink kind of talking, but I don't do that very well, so I might later. I don't know. I've been somewhat traumatized by a video that I watched on YouTube where they said that the reason that they could tell that people in the music industry are totally fucked by the Illuminati, there's another F-bomb just in case anybody's keeping track, but is because they go into different personalities and start using different accents and shit. And holy crap, I am so screwed. Because I have lots of personalities. Just ask me, I tell ya. I let whichever one out that wants to come play. And finally, to round out the crew over here in the RLM, the one, the only, the most awesomest guy coming over from the UCY chat that I know of right now. Hi, Road Dog. Gotta pick on you, sweetheart. And yes, Gary Johnson is. Okay, how do you know that? Trust no one. Because I've always been told that you are what you eat. I'll just leave it at that, okay? Oh. I do like Jill, though. I do like her, because, yeah. And yes, Carl, talk is cheap. It's extremely cheap. And there's an awful lot of cheap-ass people that are slinging out an awful lot of shit. And I'm not cheap and I'm not easy, but I can be tricked. So, moving along. Wow. Okay, let me go check out this thing that Grammy shared. Tagged me in. This is over on the HuffingtonPost.com. Man claims he robbed bank because jail is better than his wife. Wow, honey. Oh, and this is a 70-year-old. Hun, how long have you been married? And he's from Kansas. Oh, that's just too funny. Oh, my God. Okay. It's from eastern Kansas, so those people are different over there. They really are. I think they're entirely too close to the Mississippi River. Yeah, they pee-pee river. It's definitely... Oy. Okay, a 70-year-old Kansas man who is accused of robbing a bank reportedly told arresting authorities that he'd rather be in jail than living with his wife. Oh? Is she a shrew? Let's see. Lawrence John Ripple made that shocking remark following a robbery Friday at the Kansas City Bank, the Kansas City Star reported. Ripple allegedly handed a bank teller a note that demanded cash and warned that he had a gun. After collecting the money, he sat down in the bank's lobby and waited for police to arrive. No, those of us out here, no, we make him work for it. He also identified himself to a security guard as the guy he was looking for. Now that's desperate to get away from your wife. Hun, there's such thing as divorce. It works. I did it. It really does work. Ripple later told investigators that he had been arguing with his wife and wrote the bank teller note in front of her. He said he would rather be in jail than at home. He was arrested on 2 felony counts of robbery and aggravated robbery before being released Wednesday. It's not clear whether he returned home to his wife. Well, I'm thinking probably not. I'm thinking he's going, fuck. I was really wanting to stay the night in jail. Son of a bitch. That's just, I want to know how in the hell you can be charged with robbery and aggravated robbery. I would think aggravated robbery would cover the robbery. So why do the double dipping kind of shit? See, that's the way they get you. They double, triple, quadruple, multiple dipple. Dipple, is that a word? It is now. They do all that shit, and it's like, what the hell? Okay. Okay, let me see. Yes, Rob works. They all suck. So, and Rob's not going to run for office because Rob don't run. I don't run either. And I don't, yeah, that whole amnesty thing and open borders, you know, in a perfect world, that would be just peach kino. But this is not a perfect world. And no matter how much we would like it to be, until others kind of get their head wrapped around the fact that you don't have to be a greedy ass munch, and that, you know, if everybody cooperated instead of competed, hey, the world would be ever so much better. But, you know, that's a hard mind shift, apparently, for some people. Who insults him? What's that, Chloe? He insults Trump better than anyone? Wait a minute. I thought I was pretty good at insulting Trumpelstiltskin. Okay, I really don't set out to insult him, but I do make fun of him and that dead squirrel on his head. Someone really needs to tell him that comb-overs are so passé. You know, people just don't do comb-overs anymore. Or if they do, it's like, what? Oh, hey, did y'all see that thing about Vlad? I'm thinking someone tried to take him out. The reason I'm saying this is because I popped over to Fakey Book because I got notifications over there. And right there up top is good old Vladimir Putin. I don't care what anybody says. I kind of like him. I mean, he's not the handsomest guy in the world, but he's got cojones. Or at least the translation that I get is that he has cojones. But how do I know? I don't speak Russian. If I spoke Russian, then I would know for sure, wouldn't I? Or not. We as a species have the choice to continue to develop our bodies and brains in a healthy upward trajectory, or we can follow the Western example of recent decades and intentionally poison our population with genetically altered food, pharmaceuticals, vaccinations, and fast food that should be classified as dangerous addictive drug. That's a quote from Vladimir Putin, by the way. See, another reason why I like him. And he's just so off the cuff about it. It's like, really? This is fucking obvious. Can you not see this? Jeez, oh Pete, it's not even my first language, and I can see it. That's kind of what I like about him. And, well, you know, besides the fact that everything you see on the internet is true. Why? Because they said so. Okay, let me see who I got where. Duty Wuddy. What? Okay. Frickin' Facebook has been having some damn issues lately. Oh, and that lovely Irish lawmaker that I shared a video of earlier today, there's actually a longer version of that where she's having to rebut someone who is, you know, trying to give her a dressing down for her comments. And she does a damn fine job of dressing him down as well. And not literally, because, wow, he was not an attractive individual. So I'm really glad she didn't do that. But she gave him his comeuppance. Pretty much let him know, you are a whore. Only she said it nicer. She knows how to do that political speak kind of shit. Whereas I'm not so good at that. Oh well. Let's see. Gotta check all my... Because the lovely Catherine is over here as well. So I have to see if Catherine says anything. Because if she does, I gotta see. If she doesn't, well, okay. Hasta la taco, muchachos. I speak Spanish very well. Okay. Gary L. just shared this. Zachary Davidson says the same scientisms of yesteryear, or studies suggest et al., used for callous and manipulative advertising back then still rule the roost by marketing authority or expert consensus today. In the ideological landscape of the 21st century, post Bernaysian propaganda, many modern attributes of medicinal and public health industries not only owe their allegiance to pseudoscientific obscurantism. Holy shit, hon, I just sprayed my tongue. It's sprained now. Like the poster, which I'll read the poster here in a sec, presented here, but also continue to perpetuate these same groupthink tactics with utter impunity today. Concurred. So, for a better start in life, start cola early. Feed Coca-Cola to your baby. Yeah, because if they have gas pains, it's sure to help them belch. And you know what? My mom gave us 7-Up when we had tummy aches, and it made us belch. So, and usually the tummy ache would go away, especially if there was something along with, which then it's not called a belch anymore, is it? Oops. Okay, moving along. Oh, yay! And Catherine commented on the video. She said she's got balls. Yes, Catherine, she's got bigger balls than most men I know. But if only we had elected tormentors over here that weren't such tormentors and were actually representing us. But wait. It's not, no. They aren't representing us. Uh-oh, 1 Java left. We're down to 1 Java. Oh, Putin's friends with Kissinger? Oh, that sucks. Thanks, Rob Works. Well, that just totally screwed life up for me for a little bit. And Grim, I don't know. How do you get rebutted? I was always told if you unscrewed your belly button, your butt fell off. So I never tried to do that, because I was afraid I wouldn't be able to put it back on again. Okay. What are you guys talking about over here? Dangleberry getting snubbed by, what was that, Otto? By the Chinese? Ha! Yeah. Why should they pay attention to him? They own him already anyway. Okay. Moving along. Let's see what's going on over here on Freedom's Network. Real quick, just in case there's anything really cool that I just plain can't go without. Oh, and I pushed the wrong button. How about I go there? Imagine that. Damn it. There. That's much better now. How about on the air? Will that suffice? What's on the air? Okay. If he has stones for it. Who has stones? People who live in glass houses shouldn't throw them. I do know that. Which reminds me of another little saying. Cool. That, what? Oh, okay. Another little saying that got brought up yesterday over on Fakey Book, which there was some umbrage taken with it. The sins of the father, which, yeah, it's... Thank you, Sadia, then, for putting the whole thing out there. It's from Shakespeare. And, you know, the whole... And that was referring to... actually an MSNBC video that just shocked the shit out of me. Somebody on MSNBC that I actually agreed with. I was, you know, once I scraped my jaw off the floor, it's like, holy crap, this is really pretty cool. But, yeah. In any case, my comment when I shared it was, I did the blah, 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 yada, 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 and how, sometimes shit happens and sometimes we're the ones that are doing the shitting and then smearing it all over the walls or in people's faces, however you wish to put that. And then I kind of finished it up with something about the sins of the father. And I got to thinking about that today because I saw a lot of the comments on there and rethought them. And, I really think the sins of the father are visited on the sons because the sons didn't learn from their father's mistakes, which basically is we can look back at history and, oh yeah, those that don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it. That's another one. But you know what, people? You can sit there and learn history from books, but that's always a one-sided view. It really is. It's whomever wrote that history book, that's their perspective. And if you wish to learn history from them, then you are learning their historical perspective or the winner's historical perspective. You're not necessarily learning exactly what the hell happened. Because number one, if it's history, odds are you weren't there. And number two, there's an awful lot of people that died that, they probably had a different perspective from what the winners were saying as well. And a lot of them are probably dead because their perspective was different. So, I just always think you look back at what's going on and you look at where we are now and you think, are we doing good? Are things better now than they were? Have we actually advanced or evolved as a species, which is another thing I brought up earlier today in a chat. If we haven't done any of those things, if we haven't stepped up, if we haven't made things better, if we haven't evolved, stop revolting, people. Stop calling for a revolution. I'm going to put this out there right quick, too, because while it's on my head, before it goes squirrel on me, stop calling for a revolution because one lap around the sun, the earth around the sun, one lap, that's a revolution around the sun. You start out at one point, you go all the way around, and you come back to that same fucking point. So, stop calling for a revolution. That's one of those lovely little word game things that, listening to Mark Passio and a few other people and kind of sort of getting a feel for the word games. And trust me, I love playing word games. I like doing the double entendre kind of shit. And saying things in such a way that they can be taken multiple different ways. So I like playing that word game as well. And when that little Acme light bulb went on over my wee little head, and I thought, everybody's calling for a revolution. Everybody. And if you look back through history and you look at all the revolutions and look at exactly how they turned out and bring it forward now and look and see, are we any better from that? Because it's like someone nailed one foot to the floor and we're just spinning in circles. Sure, we get a 360-degree view, but we ain't going anywhere. Stop calling for revolution. Start working on an evolution where you evolve, where you work your way up, where you get out of this dungeon of revolving. Pull that fucking nail out of that shoe and take a couple of steps forward. And if you don't like what's up there, take a step to the side. Do the hokey pokey if you have to, but quit revolving. Quit revolting, because the results are quite revolting on most cases. Look at all the dead bodies around whenever you have a revolution or someone is revolting. There's lots of dead bodies all over the place. Stop it. Please. It's really not that hard to get the R right out of there. Just remove it. Let's evolve. Okay? And we can be evolving. It can be a process. where, move a little this way, move a little that way. If it don't work, change your course. But let's evolve instead of revolve. Don't like that revolving door. Keeps people dizzy, don't you know? Keeps you to where you can't focus on anything when you're constantly spinning. Unless you're one of them skaters that does that constant spinning, and then they've learned how to focus on that one thing every time but still, you gotta be damn good to do that shit. So quit it. Just quit it. Makes life a whole hell of a lot easier. At least in my perspective it does. Now, maybe not for yours. If you want to keep revolving, you go right ahead. That's your thing. I'm going to be over here. I got the R out of there. Not doing that shit no more. I don't like... Only nails I want in my shoes are my toenails. Just saying. Catherine, my dear, you are being very vocal this evening. What you saying now, hon? Oh, and yes, darling, you are growing your balls, hon. I'm proud of you, too. Oh, goodness. Sadia and Catherine are having a good little conversation over here. Yes, I love it. I love it. Okay. Okay. Now, I'm going to go to my pocket because I've been jamming stuff in my pocket all frickin' day long. It got to the point where I couldn't even walk. Yeah, right. Excuse me. I got to get to this one because this is just totally fucking whacked. Seriously. I mean, once I broke the F-bomb barrier, it's like, okay, dude, it's Wednesday. It's nighttime. If there's any children listening, if they haven't heard that yet, my apologies to little ones. You big people, if you haven't heard it yet, about damn time. This is from the Washington Post. Well, actually, Washington Post, but this is a Newsbusters article. Washington Post insists that Bill Clinton is a role model for wholesome living. I don't give a shit what the rest of the article says. That right there made me go, oh. I am definitely in an alternate universe. Wholesome. How about you? Okay, now, you know what? You take that R you've got left over from that revolving and revolting shit. You take that and you switch that for that L in wholesome. And that's much more appropriate. He's a role model for whoresome living. Because he's a whore. Did I say that out loud? Yeah, I did. Okay, over here on Newsbusters in their blog section. On the very day a CNN poll made the presidential race look tight, the Washington Post was blatantly projecting a Clinton victory. Why? Because she was selected long ago. And it's her turn. Damn it, just ask her, she'll tell you. Why do you think she backed off on good old Dangleberry all those years ago? Besides the fact that they probably threatened to take out Chelsea, which, okay, I really don't wish harm on anyone, but the thought of Chelsea going forth and propagating, and yeah, I know, Slick Willie and Shitlery are going to be grandparents. I already know that's too late. But wow. 'Cause she's not a pretty child at all. And that bloodline. Whoo! Well, we'll just leave it at that. In any case, they wrote a Dear Bill letter on the front of Tuesday's style section begging the former president to fully own and embrace the First Lady duties. Oh, he will embrace and own as many ladies as he possibly can. He wants to be the first in line. Is that what you guys mean? He wants to do some duty with them girls. With all girls. And he don't give shit. He really don't. It goes on to say, since more likely than not, you'll be moving back into your 90s homestead in a couple of months. Yippee-yay, cow patty, don't you feel wonderful? You only had to kill her daddy once to get that gal PO'd. Ooh-ha, which, yeah, wonder how many people are going to be Arkansited before that happens. Okay, the little quote that they have here is, listen to us, Bill. You have to be the hostess. You have to pick out the china. It's your turn. Oh, what a lovely little play on words there. Yeah, I'll throw that in there. We need to get this male milestone over and done with. And, well, shit, Larry's the best we got. I don't think so. Perhaps even more than we need a first female president. Okay, I think what we need to stop worrying about is if they're male or female or any of that fun shit. Of course, I would personally like to do away with the position completely. But once again, that's just me. Or maybe not. But apparently someone needs to be the first male first lady. Why don't you just call him first man? We'll start calling him Adam. Good old Slick Willie will pump anything in the bramble bush. You know he will. And no man in history has ever been better suited to the singular demands of this weird job than you. Oh, man. I wonder how long it took to brush that shit out from between their teeth. Because, man, that went beyond ass kissing. That went beyond brown nosing. That was frickin' sticking your... Ew. Wow. Apparently Clinton's room-devouring charisma is what makes this work. But this is where the elaboration on Clinton's singular qualifications for First Lady goes completely insane. They serve as role models for wholesome living. On which planet is Bill Clinton a role model for wholesome living? But in liberal land, wholesome isn't about sex, it's about food. Bill now eschews meat, so he's secular, saintly. Really? He doesn't eat meat anymore, huh? Uh-huh. That's what they say, not processed meat. We'll just leave that at that, too. Michelle Obama may have lifted weights and touted a healthy diet, but frankly, she came into the spotlight looking pretty svelte already. Really? How many axe handles was that? You, on the other hand, grappled publicly with a health issue that prompted you to change your lifestyle habits. And you not only dropped the weight, but also kept it off. Part of that weight that he lost was his soul. It fell out too. Or maybe you're just finally starting to see what a body without a soul looks like after a few years of degradation and, yeah, that's a zombie. You know how this is done. We read the AARP, the magazine piece, revealing why you became vegan and were impressed by the roasted cauliflower and tomato dish you showed off to a reporter. Okay, now I like cauliflower and tomato, and I actually know somebody that makes a damn spiffy pizza crust with cauliflower. I don't know how she did it, but it was really good. I never did get the recipe from her, but it was quite tasty. Now we want to see you down in the dirt of Michelle's White House kitchen garden, planting kale with giddy school children. No! Do not let Slick Willie anywhere near giddy school children. And do not put planting in that sentence either, because he's going to plant something on them. Just saying. As if Michelle actually got down there and worked in the dirt herself. Yeah, right. Photo op. Can you say photo op? The Post even insists that Bill should push a vegan cookie to degender the presidential spouse role. Yeah, because they wish to degender all of us. Because if you degender, then you no longer have a mother role model and a father role model. I know my brain goes that way, but that's what they've been working on. A lot of the little things, when you start seeing those dominoes fall, maybe they just fell in this pattern for me. I don't know. I've tried to explain to some people and they just kind of tell me you're crazy, which I freely acknowledge. But it's kind of like the whole they started, and okay, back in the 70s and the free love and the trimming is good. Any doctor will tell you, even those doctors that are not the crazy push big pharma on you. Trimming is okay. Shaving, waxing, that kind of stuff in the nether regions, not so healthy. Not so healthy because it opens you up for all kinds of infections. And I do mean opens you up quite literally on multiple levels there. Plus, when you get people to where they start thinking, oh, we need to have shaved genitalia. Ooh, we need to have it clean and smooth. Who else has clean and smooth genitalia? Prepubescence? I think this started a long time ago, and I think they were slowly turning up the heat and getting it to where, oh yeah, go ahead and get that Brazilian bikini wax, because now you can wear that little rectal floss and postage stamp swimsuit and everyone will oogle you. Really, do you not have any kind of self-worth at all that you have to parade around like that in order to get attention? I think people actually, I would prefer people to wander around with nothing on as compared to the frickin' rectal floss and postage stamp shit. That looks extremely uncomfortable to start with. But it's like, it's just so many ways my mind goes. It's like, get you used to having something up the crack of your ass. Get people used to seeing a bare nether regions, genital region. Get people to where they don't have a problem. Then they start saying, oh, pedophilia isn't really a crime. It's a disorder. You should feel bad for these people. No, I don't. They're fucking sick. They're fucking sick. And they're making the rest of the world sick by getting you to go along with this bullshit. Yeah, off on a weird ass tangent. There you go. I do that from time to time. But this whole degendering thing, they want you to where there are no role models. There are no specific. And people, you got to realize the reason why men and women are different is because we're fucking supposed to be different. There are things that men think/act differently from women. And that's not a bad thing. It is not supposed to be a competition of men against women, although men against women is not. Okay, I know Rascal. Rascal's giving me hugs because I'm getting worked up. It is supposed to be a cooperative. It is supposed to be a completion kind of thing. And that's what they don't want us to do. They don't want us cooperating as spouses. They don't want us cooperating as, and I'm not talking the whole government, you have to have a marriage license bullshit. I'm talking people that actually love each other and want to spend time together and be partners and cooperative and all that fun stuff. They don't want that. They don't want that intimacy. They don't want people being able to rely on each other and not some outward. They don't want the sexes to get along. Because if we get along, then hey, they cannot mold us and push us in the direction that they want us to go. This is really a very big picture, people, and I don't know how many of you actually see this. Or even see glimpses of it. God, the more I see, the more I go, holy shit. Brilliant. Evil, but brilliant. Degendering. Dehumanizing. They don't want you glorifying in the difference. And that's what you should do. Thank God things are different. Do you really want to live in a gray world where everyone looks the same? I don't think so. Where everyone acts the same? I don't think so. Don't be dehumanized. Don't let this shit go on. I know this is a fluff piece and it's supposed to be silly and I went off on a tangent, but god damn. They humanize their partner. Bite me. You are not humanizing, you are dehumanizing. The post goes on to say, look, we know this part of the job has only gotten more busy and bizarre. No, it hasn't. They've just made busy work. Stuck their nose in places where it doesn't frickin' belong. It's not enough to pose for Vogue or share your favorite inspirational books with people once every 4 years or so. Now, thanks to Michelle, the First Lady is expected to dance on the Ellen DeGeneres show. Big woo. Or play charades with Jimmy Fallon. Once again, big woo. Who played sax on the Arsenio Hall show? Who went on MTV to banter about boxers or briefs? Yeah. Blow me. The pop culture schmooze was your game from the start. Yeah, he is a schmoozer. We're just going to need you to take it up a notch. Please do not let him anywhere near any giddy children. Okay? Please. Because that's his idea of taking it up a notch. Oh. I totally ruined this thing because I went off on a tangent. And I'm just going to share the link. Because, yeah, I really did. I just totally ruined it. At least for myself. I don't know about anybody else, but oh, these people are sick. They are truly sick. And it just, it horrifies me that there are people that actually go, he's so wonderful. Really? Wow, step away from the Kool-Aid, hun. I think you may only have one functioning brain cell left. Stop it. Oy. It's just disgusting. In my mind, it's just absolutely disgusting. I gotta check this out. Okay, what are you guys talking about? Pedos in clown suits? That's just gross. And I saw earlier, I think it was Chloe that said, was it Chloe or was it Beth? One of the two. Had said something about clowns just creeped her out. Clowns are creepy. They are. And hi, Clandestino. I see you. I'm scrolling up. I was on a rant. I was on a hell of a roll. iPhone 7 ain't got jack. I don't like iPhones. I'm scrolling up, by the way, just in case you... Ew. Okay, where am I at? Ann Coulter, why do we have debate moderators? I don't know why we have debate moderators. I think they're just someone to kind of spruce someone else up. Chemotherapy warning as hundreds die from cancer-fighting drugs. Yeah. Chemotherapy, what was that? There was a doctor the other day that said something about 95% of all chemotherapy patients die of cancer. Wow, that's a hell of a track record, don't you think? Okay, what's this con job? He's a whore. I'm catching up. I'm catching up. Bitch has a twitch. That's funny, Java Doctor 2. In a sick and wrong kind of way, but that's funny. Let's see. What? Okay, Graham, what's this one? As it all slowly rots. You know, there's an awful lot that's slowly rotting in this world, and that's really sad. It doesn't have to. Oh, This world could be so much better if we would just pull our fucking head out of our asses and just make it so. Instead of playing along with that whole there is lack, there is scarcity, one must get for themselves. Stop that shit. Oh shit. I just read P. Bunyan put in there, he's heard of women going through Walmarts looking for unattended children. Yeah, I have too. And they're fucking scary ass people. Okay. I'm going to put this over here in the UCY as well. Hi, Baconator. I see you over here. I don't know if you're listening. You probably aren't, but I see you anyway. And I see Captain is over here. And Andy UCY. And that's all. Because I get the weird scrolly shit. Okay. Did I put this? Yes, I did. Wanted to make sure. I'm going to go back to my, because yeah, that was going to be such a fun one to make fun of, and then I just got totally pissed. Imagine that. Okay, back to my pocket I go, because I do have a couple other things that. Here is a good one, and I think Rob Works shared this. It's from Oraz.com. Costa Rica has been running on 100% renewable energy for 2 months straight. That's 76 days and 0 fossil fuels. Sweet! Why can't we do that? Because we got greedy bastards. That's why. Costa Rica ran on 100% renewable energy for 76 straight days between June and August this year. That's according to a new report demonstrating that life without fossil fuels is possible. For small countries, at least. And see, there's that whole little stipulating right there. Let's put this little blurb in here, because I had a discussion with one of my brothers about how why the hell, Iceland went, bite me, we're not doing this shit no more, and the people overthrew. And he said, well, that was Iceland. They're a small country. So, that doesn't mean we can't learn from their example. No, it may not work the same way it did there, but hey, they led by example. And looky here, Costa Rica, small country, leading by example. Costa Rica possibly teach a state how to do that. And you get enough states going, damn, look at this shit. We don't need to rely on your sorry asses. We don't want your ugly ass, leaky ass pipelines coming through our state, because we don't need that shit. Yo. This is the second time in 2 years that the Central American country has run for more than 2 straight months on renewables alone. And it brings the 2016 total to 150 days and counting. Booyah! According to Costa Rica's National Center for Energy Control, the 16th of June 2016 was the last day this year that fossil fuel-based energy was used by the national grid. Data for September is still forthcoming. Since then, the country has been powered on a mix of hydro, geothermal, wind, and solar energy, with hydropower providing about 80.27% of the total electricity in the month of August. Now, I would like to know what they're using for lubrication, and no, I'm not meaning in a perverted or disgusting kind of way, because, yeah, you do need oil to lubricate those engines. So what kind of lubricant are you using? If you truly wish to be totally no fossil-based, I know you're no fossil-based fuel, but let's cut out the fossil-based everything. Let's find another form of lubrication. There you go. That's the new one. My challenge to you. As if I could do it. Yeah, right. Geothermal plants contributed roughly 12.62% of electricity generated in August, while wind turbines provided 7.1% and solar 0.01%. Solar not doing so hot. But then again, those people in that town that really didn't want a solar farm there because they didn't want it to suck up all the sunlight. Yeah, that really did happen. Oy. Oh well. They would be happy to know it, only you did. So Costa Rica wasn't stealing your sunlight. Blame the clouds. Just last year, when Costa Rica managed to power itself for a total of 299 days without burning oil, coal, or natural gas, 2016's milestone was helped along by heavy rainfalls at the country's 4 hydroelectric power facilities. Oh, there was a yawn that just snuck in. Excuse me. While the achievement is undoubtedly impressive and something that should definitely be celebrated as proof that a range of renewable energy sources can lessen the country's reliance on fossil fuels, it's important to note that Costa Rica's success was largely due to its size. Okay, here we go. It's important to note that. I'm also wondering, what about magnetic energy? I keep seeing things, different little things here and there about people and using magnetic. And I think that is something that we really need to explore. And don't tell the government until you really, and seriously, people, the safest thing to do is to just release it on the web open source. Completely just let it out there. Don't try to make a dime, because if you try to make a dime, if you try and keep your secret, you just signed your death warrant. Release it on the web as soon as you solve it, or even if you get remotely close, just release it on the web and say, hey, this is what I'm working on. These are my results. Here are the plans. Go for it! And put it out there on as many sites as you could think of. That's the only thing that will keep you alive. Just saying. Apparently, Costa Rica, it has a total area of 51,000 square kilometers, which is about half the size of the U.S. state of Kentucky. And it has a population of just 4.9 million people. That relatively small population means a lot less energy is needed in Costa Rica than, say, the U.S. But, okay, you can look at it like that. You can say it's a very small area and there's only 4.9 million people. But once again, it's a very small area. How much area do we have here in the United States? It's a very small population, but you look at all of the area we have here in the United States, you extrapolate out how well they did in that very small area with that few of people, and then you multiply that by how much area we have in the United States that we could use for this shit. I think it does work out. I haven't done the math because I'm on the radio and my brain doesn't work that good. I'm old. But they want to say, well, it's small, it's size. Okay, it's small. BFD. So then you just move to a larger area and hey, if I don't know what the population is the state of Kansas, but if it's roughly half the size of Kentucky, I think Kentucky and Kansas are probably pretty close to the same size. Out here in western Kansas, we could do a shitload of that. And most of it would actually go along. I mean, we couldn't do the hydroelectric. That would have to be the eastern part of the state because they do have an awful lot of water there. They could do that part. And they can supply their own frickin' energy because they're always taking ours along with our tax dollars because they have a bigger population base. Yada, yada, yada. Oh, well, it could work. It could work. All you got to do is quit looking at it as, but it's so small. As in, that's a bad thing. You need to look at it, wow, and to think, Just that little bitty area did that much. Imagine what you would do if you had a bigger area. Turn your thinking around, people. It's not that hard. It goes on to say, or at least from Mashable, this nation of 4.9 million people generated about 10,713 gigawatt hours of electricity in 2015. According to a July report from the Economic Commission for Latin America and the Caribbean, the United States, by contrast, generated about 373 times more electricity, with roughly 4 million gigawatt hours of total generation in 2015. And how much bigger is all of the United States compared to Costa Rica? Uh-oh. Sorry, P. Bunyan. Plus, Costa Rica's primary industries are tourism and agriculture, which, hey, we got a shitload of agriculture out here, so we can get away with that shit, rather than more energy-intensive industries such as mining or manufacturing. Oh, hey, wait a minute. They don't need mining because they don't use that shit. Huh. At least not for coal. But just because the country is small and is doing better at ditching fossil fuels than most, that doesn't mean it's going to rest on its laurels. Oh, thank you. I hope they do not. As Gallucci reports, a massive hydroelectric project called, I'm not even going to try that. It's Reva something. Run by the Costa Rica Electricity Institute, or ICE, will come online later this month after 6 years of construction, which means even more hydropower is in store. It is the largest public infrastructure project in Central America after the Panama Canal, says Gallucci, and the dam's 5 turbines will have the generating capacity of 305.5 megawatts, which is enough to power around 525,000 homes. Damn. And see if a little bitty country can do that. What can we do? I think we just had someone just toss down the gauntlet. Come on, step it up, USA. You can do it. Yes, they do, Grim. Yes, they do. Okay. Put this over on Freedom's Network as well. I think that's very inspirational, and I think we need to learn by their example. And, you know, if America thinks that it's so fucking great, prove it. Do that. And then you can shut down that goddamn pipeline up in the Dakotas. You won't need it. There you go. Sounds like a plan, don't you think? Okay. Get this shit. I love these emoticons. I know I say that every show, but I really, really do. Okay. And that one. And then I think I'll put this over on Facebook too, because yeah. Oh, and I'll put it over here as well. Oops. And dang, there goes the scrolly thing. Wow, I'm really far behind. You know, you UCY people, you chat more than the RLM people, and they chat a lot. Just saying. That's okay, though. Okay, let me put this over here on Fakey Book. And say, yay. Now, back to my pocket I go. After I look and see what's going on. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I wanted to get to this because I saw this earlier in the UCY chat. I don't remember. I think, was it Otto that shared it? I don't remember for sure. I know I saw it, and I opened it, and I put it in my pocket right off the bat. So, this is from the dailymail.co.uk. There is video attached. And also lots of stills. And I think I did share it a few places earlier today as well. Vladimir Putin's official car is involved in a head-on crash in Moscow, which killed the Russian president's favorite chauffeur. You know, when you get a good driver, you're not one of those that I drive real well kind of things, but you get a good driver and they are worth their weight in gold. The Russian media has revealed that a head-on crash in which a man was killed involved Vladimir Putin's official black BMW. However, the Russian president was not in the car at the time when it was struck. And it was struck head-on by another vehicle which crossed over the opposite side of the road. Closed-caption TV images of the footage taken on Kutuzovsky Avenue, in the Russian capital show how the Mercedes collided head-on with the presidential BMW. Damn. The Russian media said that the car was being driven by Putin's favorite official driver and that he was killed instantly, but that the president was not in the vehicle at the time. The car is officially registered as belonging to the Federation Council, also known as the Russian Senate or Upper Chamber of Parliament. Medics arrived at the scene and said that the presidential driver had been killed on the spot, while the Mercedes driver, who was traveling alone, has been taken to hospital in critical condition. The driver who was killed was not named, although it was reported that he had notched up more than 40 years of driving experience as an official driver, and police have only confirmed that they are investigating without any further details. The cleanup operation took several hours, and a huge traffic jam formed, and the avenue was closed after the crash. So, I also saw some other stuff about stuff going around that the chauffeur had actually been shot as well. So, and there was also another link that said that they thought it was a warning to Putin. Straighten up or we'll take your ass out. So, keep coke illegal? Huh. I think there doesn't need to be any kind of legislation whatsoever when it comes to any kind of extracurricular substances people wish to put into their own body. Unless, and here is a really big unless you get behind the wheel of a motorized vehicle or something like that and you get out and you drive. You know, if you put others in danger with your bullshit, then yes, there needs to be some kind of punishment for that shit. But, Road Dog says it looked like a regular accident to him, so okay. I didn't watch the video. I just grabbed it, stuck it in my pocket, and got back to work. So, I will check out the video later. But where was I? Oh, yeah. I think any kind of drugs or alcohol, if you don't want to take them, don't take them. If someone is being dangerous around them and you're a true friend to them, take their keys so that they can't drive. But other than that, I don't think the government, of course, I don't think the government has any business in a lot of shit that they got their freaking nose in. The government really needs to stop being the midget in the elevator. It really does. I know that's what it lives for. I know that's what its job security is, but I really think it needs to stop. Or we need to stop it. Stop allowing it to get away with this shit. I think I also shared this once over on the effin' site, but I am going to share it again, if I did. Okay. Now I have something else that I want to get to in my pocket. Because y'all know I'm just this crazy lady on the radio, and occasionally I actually do say something rather profound. Usually it's something someone else wrote. But my dear friend Catherine shared this over on Fakey Book. Excuse me. And I just had to throw it in my pocket so I could get to it tonight because, yeah. And I know there's an awful lot of people out there that are going, oh, yeah, right, yeah. Well, I can't prove or disprove, or I didn't attempt to prove or disprove this at the time. I just read it and I went, okay, one of the few times that I actually read something before I decided to do it on the radio. But still, I liked it, so I'm going to share it with y'all tonight. It's a letter from Albert Einstein to his daughter. In the late 1980s, Lyserl, the daughter of the famous genius, donated 1,400 letters written by Einstein. She donated them to the Hebrew University with orders not to publish their contents until 2 decades after his death. This is one of them. For Lyserl Einstein. Oh, excuse me, damn it. Yawns. When I proposed the theory of relativity, very few understood me. And what I will reveal now to transmit to mankind will also collide with the misunderstanding and prejudice in the world. I ask you to guard the letters as long as necessary, years or decades, until society is advanced enough to accept what I will explain below. There is an extremely powerful force that so far science has not found a formal explanation to. It is a force that includes and governs all others, and is even behind any phenomenon operating in the universe and has not yet been identified by us. This universal force is love. When scientists look for a unified theory of the universe, they forgot the most powerful unseen force. Love is light that enlightens those who give and receive it. Love is gravity because it makes some people feel attracted to others. Love is power because it multiplies the best we have and allows humanity not to be extinguished in their blind selfishness. Love unfolds and reveals. For love we live and die. Love is God, and God is love. This force explains everything and gives meaning to life. This is the variable that we have ignored for too long. Maybe because we're afraid of love, because it is the only energy in the universe that man has not learned to drive at will. To give visibility to love, I made a simple substitution in my most famous equation. Instead of E equals mc squared, we accept that the energy to heal the world can be obtained through love multiplied by the speed of light squared. we arrive at the conclusion that love is the most powerful force there is because it has no limits. After the failure of humanity to use and control the other forces of the universe that have turned us against us, it is urgent that we nourish ourselves with another kind of energy. If we want our species to survive, if we are to find meaning in life, if we want to save the world and every sentient being that inhabits it, love is the one and only answer. Perhaps we're not ready to make a bomb of love, a device powerful enough to entirely destroy the hate, selfishness, and greed that devastates the planet. However, each individual carries within them a small but powerful generator of love, whose energy is waiting to be released. When we learn to give and receive this universal energy, dear Lucille, we will have affirmed that love conquers all, is able to transcend everything and anything, because love is the quintessence of life. I deeply regret not having been able to express what was in my heart, which has quietly beaten for you all my life. Maybe it's too late to apologize, but as time is relative, I need to tell you that I love you, and thanks to you, I have reached the ultimate answer. Your father, Albert Einstein. Now, who knows? Did Einstein really write that? I don't know. I didn't research it. It's on the internet. Must be true, right? Or not. Grammy says it wasn't Einstein that wrote it. Well, you know what? I still like it, and I still think it's pretty true. I think if people would just stop living in that field of fear and hate, of being afraid of those that are different, and then hating them because of their difference. Instead of that, why don't you start being a little bit more accepting? I don't know. It sure as hell couldn't hurt to try. Because I don't think going forth and loving your neighbor is going to make matters worse, unless your neighbor you're a pedophile and your neighbor is a little kid, and then, well, you deserve what you get. And I'm not talking on the love frequency there, unless you call it tough love. But if you really go out there and truly do care, which caring is what is the key here. If you truly do care, you'll do your best. And maybe that's what maybe that's what we need to focus on. We need to really we need to care again. If we never did, you need to start it. Doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt. Yeah. It might be a little painful if you get a broken heart or something, but you'll live. I know. Been there. Done that. I lived. So. Okay. I got some more notifications over here. Let me check this shit out real quick. I just had to share that because I liked it. Oh, Gordana over here on Fakey Book just shared this. During labor, the pain is so great that a woman can almost imagine what a man feels like when he has a cold. That's funny. I don't care who you are. And I have had people tell me kidney stones are more painful. Okay. Haven't had one. Don't care to. Really don't want to go there. Let's see. Yes. Hi, Steve. Okay. Moving along. Seeing as how Grammy said no. When is this dated? I don't know when. Did I do the thing about the Surgeon General on Friday? What's September 1st? I don't remember if I did that one or not. Spread the hate? Nah, you don't want to do that. Oh, okay, Road Dog. I didn't know that. You gotta love the haters that hate the haters that hate. There you go. Hadn't thought of it like that, but since you put it like that, okay. That makes sense, I think. Some people just need a hug around the neck until they stop moving. Is that what you're talking about there, Road Dog? Are you just kind of a hugging kind of guy? I don't know. Inquiring minds. Okay, this one I saw just a little bit ago. Seeing as how I already got my bubble burst, and yeah. Grimmy actually shared the truth. I hate when that happens. Damn it. Okay. This is from greenmedinfo.com. Holy crap, it's old. It's old. I didn't see that. I just saw the link and I went, oh, cool. Okay, let's check this shit out. And then I threw it in my pocket and away I go. New research. GMO food. Far worse than we think. No. Okay, I think we've all figured that out now. It is copyrighted to the Green Med Info LLC 2012. Visit our repost guidelines. Well, if you're going to be poopy like that. Apparently, GMOs are bad for you, though, according to this. And I'm not going to read your repost guidelines because I don't go for that whole frickin' copyright bullshit nonsense. It's like, seriously, you put it out there. How many other people do you think the universe tapped on the shoulder or tapped on the gray cells and said, guess what? I have this info. I'd really love to have you share it. But they just didn't get it out there faster than you put that lovely little copyrighted by Green Med Info LLC. Huh? Because, the universe doesn't send it to just one person because that one person might not be the most graceful person in the world, and they might step in front of a bus right after the universe gave them that information. So, universe has learned. Long time ago. I think it was one of those times when someone came along. Oh, I know. Moses had tablets, got pissed and dropped one. But, moving along. The universe learned. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. So now, when it has a really good idea and it wants to disperse it amongst humanity because we are kind of sort of slow learners and the whole kaboom thing kind of fries the messenger. So now the universe has decided, let's give this information to people all over the globe. Let's give it to at least one person per landmass. Maybe two if it's a really big landmass. Or if they have imaginary lines, we'll put one inside of each one of those little imaginary line sections. Give people that idea. They may all say it different. But hey. But the universe has learned. I hate this copyright shit, though. I truly do. It's like, really? They're words. Did you invent those words? I don't think so. You expressed your opinion. I express mine all the time. Somebody wants to borrow what I have to say? Go for it. It's not like I invented that word, although there are some that I make up along the way, but Ha ha. I'll go ahead and share it anyway. I'm just not going to talk. Chocolate Putin. P. Bunyan, you're so funny. What, Roadhog? You don't want to or Road Dog, you don't want to hug nobody? It's real easy. Oh, good Lord. What the hell, Grim? Okay, thank you. I'm going to go there. No, thank you. I don't want to do that to them. I have standards. So there. Let me share this research over here on the effing site as well. I don't even remember where in the hell I got it from, because that's how I roll. Da, 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 da. He, I'm stuck on that copyright thing. It just really, I mean, I appreciate people that, like make music and all that other fun stuff, and I don't mind paying an author for whatever talent they use, like for books or for music. I don't mind doing that. I hate the middleman making all the fucking profit. But wouldn't it just be so much nicer if we just completely eliminated that whole monetary middleman? And then that way you wouldn't have to worry about copyright shit. Not at all. Because you don't have to worry about profiting, because you're just sharing. Hey! Just my thoughts. Okay. I'm going to shut that bad boy down. Put it over on Fakeybook as well, though. Found a squirrel under the hood of your truck. Oh, my God, MLC. What kind of truck do you have? Nissan? Ay, ay. Most people say, yeah, that's what my engine is. It's squirrel. Okay. Let me get this shared. See, yeah, there. See, I don't want to tell you what I'm typing, because then you'll realize just exactly how slow I am. As if you can't hear the clickety clackety clickety clack. But you might think that I'm having a stutter step and had to back up and never mind. Don't be trying to fib. I suck at fibbing. I really do. Always have, always will. Don't like it. Okay. Hi, Tara. Or, as I affectionately call you, Sarah Leroy. How you doing, girlfriend? Okay, now I'm going to get over here to this link that Grammy just shared about Disney. Really? Que sara my grits. This is from Fortune.com. What assholes? Huh. Disney now scans the fingertips of 3-year-old kids. Why? 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 Oh, don't be telling me. Well, it's in case they should turn up missing, or if in case we should find a child, and then we can just scan their fingerprints and know magically who they belong to. Yeah, right. That's your story. It's really sad when I've gotten so jaded that beneficial technology, which that could be quite beneficial, I just see it as, nah. No, it's just, and it really is a sad commentary of our world that they feel the need to scan 3-year-olds' fingerprints, so that's a sad commentary. We need to unfuck the world. We really do. So, is this undermining the magic? I don't know. Let's see, can I do this in a Munchkin voice?
Disney is in a bid to snuff out customers sharing tickets.
Oh, that's why. Well, this does not even deserve a Munchkin voice. Really? So is now asking for Tiny Tykes to put their wee fingers in the scanning machine before they can enter the Magic Kingdom. It's all about the money. I'm thinking you get a single finger salute from each hand. Double dose of your number one here, dude. Yeah, it makes sense, but it's still a little creepy. No, it doesn't make sense. It's fucking bullshit. They're 3-year-olds. Really? The new policy is an expansion of Disney's existing finger scanning program, or ticket tag in Disney parlance. In other words, scanning your fingerprints for use later. It's disgusting. My mind takes it to all kinds of icky places, so nah. And it's used to admit people 10 and over to theme parks and water parks. Huh. Now the program applies to children's tickets for those between the ages of 3 and 9. A person close to Disney said that the new policy began in August and is part of the company's effort to reduce ticket fraud. And Disney's share is down 0.1%. Aw, I think it should drop lots more. Assholes. Seriously, as if you're not going to make buku bucks off of these kids anyway, because they're going to be going, Mom, Mom, Dad, Dad, I want it, I want it, I want it. And trust me, been there, done that, little ones. You know, it gets to the point after so many times of saying no that you finally go, okay, I will buy you that stupid thing that I'm going to have to carry around for the next 9 hours. Seriously, been there, done that. Long time ago. Not doing it again because I don't have wee ones, but hey. While some might find that there is something decidedly unmagical about scanning little children, the policy also concerns about biometric data. Will Disney hold on to those prints so as to identify the kids for the rest of their lives? Inquiring minds would like to know. Or are they using those so that, the pervy little bastards that are probably pulling the strings behind some of this shit are going, this set of prints here, I want that one. A way to get around the pedophilia racket. See, I told you my mind goes to dark places when it comes to this kind of shit because nothing surprises me anymore. Some of the ugly ass stuff that I see out there, it's like, really? No. Fortunately, the company makes pretty clear it does not do that. Wink, wink. Instead, the ticket tag system works by using a fingerprint to create a temporary numerical token used to validate re-entry. Disney is not collecting or storing biometric data. Wink, wink. The Disney fan site All Ears has more detailed explanation. Wink, wink. The company will also let people opt out, and in case of children, allow parents to act as a proxy. There's also the question, though, of if these policies might lead a slippery slope as use of biometric technology, everything from fingerprints to voice and body heat, becomes used by more and more companies as a way to authenticate identities. If little children become accustomed to this at places like Disney, will they even question the technology later on? If little children become accustomed to being patted down by TSA pervs, will they even question it later on? See where my mind goes? It's not pretty. You ought to live with it. For now, though, the more pressing question may be whether the surge in technology at Disney theme parks is undermining the sort of childhood wonder the place is supposed to invoke. Note, supposed to invoke. I haven't been to a Disney park in decades, which neither have I. But to get an idea of how things have changed, be sure to read my colleague Dan Primack's account of his recent visit with his daughter, Disney's tech innovation is my nightmare. Oh, well, maybe I should just go there. Let's just click that link. How long is that? Disney was fun when I took my kids, but then, I started seeing all this other fun shit, and I actually talked, because my last Christmas, my kids and my ex, and yeah, all went to Disney down in Florida. That was the Christmas thing. Or was that last year or No, that was the year before. Whatever. In any case, there was a big trip. And they did not have fun at Disney. Not at all. They said that they did other things that were a lot more fun. But, which, hey, some of the things that I've been seeing I'm not really crazy about. So I wouldn't go. Not even if I was offered the chance, I would not go. But, let's see here. Disney World has become an unwelcome extension of our obsession with screens and schedules. Oh, yippee-ki-yay. My wife and I typically go to bed by 11 p.m. owing to both our jobs and an almost 5-year-old who wouldn't sleep past 7 a.m. if we bathed her in Benadryl. But this Sunday night, we'll be awake past midnight, stressed out, and on our laptops. And it's Disney's fault. Oh, yeah, my daughter regaled me about that fun stuff. Okay, maybe that isn't entirely fair. After all, I was the one who thought it would be fun to take our daughter to Walt Disney World for her birthday this November. And she has one more year until kindergarten begins, so I figured that this would be our last chance to enjoy shorter lines before visiting the happiest place on earth during a non-holiday weekend. Plus, it seemed like such a simple trip. Book the airfare, hotel, and park tickets. Then the rest would take care of itself. Walk left, walk right, it won't matter. There will be something magical for my daughter around every corner. No. But it seems that I was thinking about the Disney World of my youth, when the most advanced software was housed in a blue robot at Epcot that could kinda sorta have a conversation with you. Today's Disney, as I'm learning, is much different. Every person through the turnstiles has the opportunity to secure up to 3 Fast Pass selections per day. Selections that let you essentially skip the lines at top rides at predetermined times, which connect to both a mobile app and your own personal Magic Band bracelet. Yay. And by opportunity, I mean responsibility. After all, who wants 45 minutes of waiting in line while your kid keeps asking why so many people get to cut in front of her? But Daddy, couldn't you have made a reservation? Yeah, I could see that coming. Oy. But the thing about these fast passes is that you don't sign up for them when you arrive at the park, or even first thing in the morning. No, if you're staying in a Disney hotel, as we are, the fast passes go on sale 60 days before you arrive, or 30 days for everyone else. And from what I'm told, they go so quickly that if you don't have a plan of action put in motion at 12:01 a.m., we might as well not bother. And that doesn't even take into account the process for making reservations for character meals, like what we had hoped to be her birthday dinner in Cinderella's castle. Those began 180 days out. And we hadn't decided on the trip by then, so that's not happening. To Disney, all of this is supposed to make our trip easier and thus more enjoyable. But Disney is wrong. Some of my frustration relates to the prep work we need to do before the coach turns into a pumpkin on Sunday night, or what I imagine will be our stress level during those precious few moments. More of it, however, relates to how all of this park planning is taking away from what should be a wonderful spontaneity of being a 5-year-old at Disney World. She may still walk left or walk right, but always with one eye on the clock, lest she miss her one opportunity to meet Anna and Elsa. Oh yeah, I forgot. The characters no longer roam the parks, giving children the unexpected joys of bumping into them. Instead, most of their meet and greets are scheduled, with the mobile app letting you know where to go and when. Oh, great! Disney's telling you where to go. And not only where to go, but how to get there and when to do it. Yippee! To be sure, I know that I'm incredibly fortunate to be able to be going on vacation to Disney with my family. And it will be almost certainly create happy memories that my daughter will carry for the rest of her life. But in an age where so much of our children's lives revolve around screens and schedules, I was kind of hoping for an oasis. Instead, we're headed to Mission Control. Yee-haw. I'm really glad I didn't go. I really am. Thanks, Grim, for that. That just, yeah. Wow. Totally not interested now. Wasn't really interested in the first place, but totally not interested now. Oh, well. Hi, Holly. Let me see. Oh, I have a notification. Thanks, Graham. Wow, I am almost out of time. See, time flies when you're having fun. Yippee-yay. Y'all have been listening to Grammy rant and rock and roll and whatever the hell here in my rocket chair on a wackadoodle Wednesday over here on reallibertymedia.com, channel 3, also the rlmradio.xyz, and also the RLM TuneIn channel and the RLM Internet Radio channel and the RLM Spreaker channel. We're everywhere. We're everywhere. Well, not quite everywhere, but hey, we're everywhere for me, and that works. I find it amusing. Let me go see what's going on over in the RLM real quick. They did vote for Arnold. Who voted for Arnold? I didn't vote for Arnold. Yeah, fingerprints for life on file, Road Dog. That ain't no doubt. Yeah. House-to-house confiscation of guns will be on California ballot. Oh, my Lord. And those people out there in California, they would probably go along with it because they live in California. Okay? Pretty much. Why anyone would want to live out there. I know some people, I have some really good friends that live out there, but it's like, why? Why? It's going to fall off into the ocean, number one. Just saying. And number two, seriously, you have Jerry Brown for a governor? Hello? Oh, well. Crazy, crazy, crazy people. Yes, Beth A. Fool me once. I actually... I couldn't bring myself to... my podcast will be SoundCloud too. Oh, sweet, Grimmy. Wow. Does that mean I have to behave myself? Because it ain't going to happen. It just ain't. I gotta be me. Wow. SoundCloud. That's... Woo. I don't know about this shit. That there technology shit, that's kind of scary. Oh, well. Excuse me. Oh, craps. Had a shitlery moment there. Oh, excuse me. I read somewhere. So I'll be, oh, sweetheart, I'm in the clouds most days anyway. Or at least my head is. And yet my feet are still on the ground. Kind of scary like that, ain't it? Okay. Y'all been listening to Grammy's Rocket Chair here on RealLibertyMedia.com. I will be back on Friday for a Freaker Friday edition of Grammy's Rocket Chair. I don't know. Do we have anything else coming up, Grammy, or is it? We really need to get more shows. If anybody is interested in broadcasting, hey, we got room on the schedule. Come on over. Talk to Bo Diddy. Talk to Grimmy. I'm sure we can set you up with something. It would be totally awesome. Is Vinny doing something Friday at noon? Vinny has been trying. Good old Vincent. He's so easily amused, so easily entertained, and he's easily tickled when somebody says easily for some silly reason. But Vinny, I think, will be on at noon on Friday, or at least be doing a test. He's always doing a test. I was always bad at test. Oh, head and charin'. Oh, all those vapors. Yeah, see, that's the rocket boosters kicking in. Oh well, y'all have an absolutely awesome rest of your evening, guys. And remember, I may get a little wild. I may get a little bit woolly. I may do a little bit of yelling or growling or whatever. But I really do love you. I really do, and I honestly do wish you enough.